What's going on, my beautiful people? Will here. Welcome back to Flawless Exotic Creations. We haven't done one of these videos in quite some time. We're being very selective with our pickups. And it's been a crazy week. I mean, this is the holiday season. Hey, it's Black Friday week, so it's already been crazy for us. In all actuality, we actually would have had two videos. We may do a video on this girl that we just got, that Audra actually got and unboxed and put her already in quarantine, so it kind of skipped the normal practice of what we normally do because we haven't had an unboxing video in quite some time. But this one, as you guys can see, I'm rocking the Sloan Morphs hoodie. That means we got a new acquisition from Sloan Morphs. So gonna dig into this. We're being very selective with what we're picking up. Previously just mentioned, we just got another female. We got a clown pie girl in. She's about 1,100 grams. There's some killer deals to be had out there, especially if you're looking at improving your collection and working on certain goals for the future. And with that in mind, that's what this acquisition is all about. Getting into a new gene in a slow way, gonna watch it develop and cook up. But guys, we just got into the Extremist. So
back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali. I don't think so.
Alright, so one of the first pairings that I did with the Extremist gene is I turned around and took it to a Grim Reaper, which is super grim. And my male Extremist is OD GHI Super Extremist. This was one of the pairings, and I'll show you the baby after this. Alright, the first baby from that clutch is an Extremist Grim. Look at this guy. You see his pattern, you see the granity coming from the Grim Reaper, and the pattern coming from the Extremist. Here goes two girls from the clutch. These two are Extremist Grim GHI. I love the granity look and then the hurricane pattern that these two came out with, and they're pretty feisty. Great ears. Then I got one more from this clutch, and it's a male. Now, this is also GHI Extremist, but we added OD to it. It made the pattern a little bit more crazy than if you just had without the OD. The next breeding I did with him was the Extremist Candy. I still like those albinism genes. These are two males. These are normal Het 4 Candy Extremist. If you notice that what the Extremist does in the pattern, and also out of that clutch I hit a GHI Extremist. Now you get to see the Extremist without the OD being in there, and it's just GHI. If you notice that the Extremist does make patterns in the neck, and then we got this little orange dot. This guy is not nice. He is not playing today. And then there's the final one out of that clutch. She is OD GHI Extremist. The coloration on her is, I can't even explain it. All right, and the final pairing, I took him to this female, and she is a Dinker yellow belly. And when you see the babies that come out of this clutch, wow, they look good. First one up is the Extremist single gene out of the pairing with the Extremist Dinker. This one right here, I think, is just Extremist and as a single gene. But this one, I feel, has the Dinker gene in it. But if you see the difference, the outlining are a little bit more bolder looking. But I'm still trying to figure it out, so we'll see. I'm gonna hold on to this whole clutch. And this is ODYB Extremist. And I think it's holding that extra gene because the outlining is a lot bolder. Now these last two are ODYB GHI Extremist with this one, but I feel like this one is carrying that extra gene. If you see, the pattern is different from this one, and these guys shouldn't be hungry, but they're just feisty. You see how much the pattern looks different? Floating alien heads.
Let's show off this one. The homie came through with the Sloan Morphs sticker. Gonna put that on the incubator. Hey, if you guys looking to build an incubator, we got a video on that. So we have two here, and Darren's gonna keep things interesting. Gonna get me guessing, but they're both gonna be Extremist combos. All right, what we have here, if this boy will cooperate, there's no recessives in it at all. Gonna work some different things into it, but this is going to be Orange Dream GHI Extremist. This is from his Super Extremist GHI Orange Dream male he has over at Sloan Morphs. Very, very interesting. Can't wait to get some weight on this boy and get him working. The Extremist gene. Orange Dream, he's being shy, super duper shy. Orange Dream GHI Extremist. Beautiful. And like I said, it's a 2-for-1 in this one. So now you guys seen the 1.0, now you're gonna see the female. And wow. Wow. So you're looking at the same combo, but add Grim. So Orange Dream GHI Grim Extremist. Wow. Look at that belly. That is cool. Grim is extremely it's a granite gene, but you can see the difference in the two here. Same exact combos, but this girl has Grim. The girl's a bit darker. It's going to be interesting to watch the fight of Orange Dream kind of develop shed after shed in both of these. And in all the research that I've been doing and watching all the videos from Ken Masick, Brittany Gobble, it's going to be interesting because the Extremist gene makes things brighter as well. So that's going to be cool. So 1.1 on the Extremist. Wow. So look at those beauties. I'm super excited. We haven't received like new snakes or anything like that, made any big acquisitions in quite some time. That's a huge pickup for that pair, and this early in the game for the Extremist gene. Now the Extremist gene was discovered by Ken Masick. I'm sure down the road, much further down the road, once we're working with it, we'll do a gene chaser series on it. But it basically was developed from the Extreme gene. Now the Extreme gene in and of itself is a very difficult gene to really track down and trace as well. There's plenty of people working with the Extreme gene, but the Extremist is a different gene. It's something that came to fruition out of the Extreme gene and ended up proving out to be completely different. The supers look really crazy, look insane. At the time, it took a while for them to produce a single gene Extremist. I believe Darren just produced a single gene Extremist. Also, shout out to the homie Darren. He's really putting his head down and producing what he likes and what he enjoys. And if you're wanting to get into the Extremist gene, you're probably gonna want to hit him up. Hit him up on IG, check him out, message him, see what he has available. I know he had, I believe, 2 or 3 clutches. Those 2 came from actually 2 different clutches, so that was really cool to be able to get that here. Gonna get them nice and fattened up and plan out a strategy on what we want to produce with all the other crazy genes that we're working with. We're really excited about that. But it's gonna be interesting to see that there's not a bunch of Extremists out yet, and this is one of the genes that Justin is working with over at Canova. So it'll be interesting to see what direction he's going to take it. We're quite sure we're going to take it in a completely different direction, and that's not to say, oh, don't go this way or don't go that way. It's just to say that we don't have his collection and our visions are not the same. So it's going to be just as exciting to produce some very interesting combinations down the road as it will be to watch what others produce with the Extremist gene. Thank you guys for tuning in. We know you could be watching anyone else, but you choose to watch us, and your viewership here does not go unnoticed. If you've been hanging around for a while, please help us out with some of the engagement down below. Hashtag comment gang. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you are hit up every single time flawless content drops. Hopefully you're having a wonderful flawless week. It's Will, Flawless Exotic Creations, and we out.